Fortunately, we haven't heard anything about any prisoner getting it. And I suspect that the Navy is trying very hard to isolate people who have it, not because of any sympathy for the prisoners, but because they don't want it spreading amongst their own personnel. So, you know, we can hopefully look at a situation that's going to carry on being safe in that way, although there's no guarantee. The problem, of course, is that it has also led to these men who are still there being even more isolated than before. And these are men who have been horribly isolated throughout the whole of their imprisonment. And I don't mean just the alleged high-value detainees who are held in a separate prison that's so secretive that we still know almost nothing about it. The ordinary prisoners who are held, the lower-value prisoners who are held, they also, you know, it's extremely difficult for them to have any kind of communications with people. One of their lifelines is, you know, being able to meet with their lawyers. And their lawyers have, since this began, not been able to visit them. So nobody's visiting them. And actually what also happened recently, I think this may have been announced in April, maybe it was in early May, was that the International Committee of the Red Cross, whose representatives, you know, go into prisons around the world and are quite often the only objective lifeline for the men held. They have also announced that for the first time since Guantanamo opened, they're not visiting either. So, you know, that has been the terrible position of isolation that these already isolated men have been hurled into because of the coronavirus. And that's the situation that we're looking at now, where, as I say, the good news is that no one's caught the coronavirus and died trapped in a prison. But, you know, it's not the kind of situation that I think that any decent people would be aware that the coronavirus poses a very particular threat to people who are literally locked up in a cell with nowhere to go.